Stitches. Yeah.
Stitches, I think, for the rest of the
It's so good.
Amazing. Yeah, that is.
I mean, that brings me on to Shrek 2, but I will move on.
Are we done with Shrek 1? I think as a whole, Shrek 1, awesome film, set the franchise.
Yeah,
and just generally kids films. I think it kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, Pixar did their thing.
For better and worse, I would say.
Oh, that's like.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, take it.
Well, basically, because.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We're going rogue. It can be cut.
So,
if it's shit, John, cut it.
A lot of animated movies since then have copied Shrek, like a lot of celebrity voice actors, songs, like popular songs in it and whatnot, like references to modern day culture.
Yeah, it's okay to do it, but then when you overdo it and change someone's idea and it doesn't become a fun thing.
Oversaturating the market is never a good thing, is it?
Well, that's just it. It's a case of follow the leader. Oh, that film was successful. Let's copy everything they did and hope for the same thing.
It's the same thing with like when Deadpool came out and Suicide Squad was very close afterwards, and they realised just how good Deadpool was, so they re-edited it everything to try and make it funnier, and it just was choppy and weird.
Yeah,
I never wanted to rewatch Suicide Squad.
No. I watched it once and I was like,
I didn't even think it was that bad, but I rate a film usually on, would I watch it again? And if the answer is no, then it's fairly forgettable. It's like,
so like, it's not Shrek's fault, that,
no, it's not. It's everyone that follows.
It's everyone that follows it. Market leader at the end of the day. Like, I would still happily watch it and recommend it to the end of the day.
So just to wrap up on Shrek 1, it was a blessing, but it also cursed itself. But did Shrek 2 live up to the hype?
Yes.
Well,
my first point on my list is best sequel. Is the best sequel, and it's better than the first one. And I think that's really hard for sequels to be better than the first one. A lot of sequels just.
Well,
and I think it's the best sequel.
I think that's a good point. I think we should get into it. Shrek 2!
Alrighty.
Who's taking the lead on Shrek 2?
I love Shrek 2. I think it's the best. It's amazing. The soundtrack is wonderful. Again, the soundtrack is just genius.
True.
I think this one's casting is even better because obviously you get the new characters. You've got Puss in Boots, who is epic.
100%.
What is it? What's his name?
Antonio Banderas.
That's it. Antonio Banderas.
He's
so good. And I'm a big cat lover, so
we know.
I have a cat. And then, I mean, my favourite actress of all time, Julie Andrews, plays the Queen, which I think it gets overlooked.
Do you reckon? That's her performance.
Well, when I said, like I said, I was watching the Julie Andrews talks through her career video on Vogue or something like that, and she went through all of it. She even mentioned a different animation, I can't remember what it was, but I was like, why would you not mention Shrek?
Because it's an absolute classic.
It's an absolute classic. I would be, if I was in Shrek, I'd be like raving about that every day.
That would be the biggest thing you've ever done.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, that fraud was that one. I'd also be raving about
that was a bit of a dig, but alright.
No, it wasn't a dig. It was just genuinely. Let's have a look, actually. I didn't even know. Larry King is in it as the ugly stepsister.
No way! I googled this and I didn't even realise that. That's so funny. Because you've got Jennifer Saunders as the fairy godmother, which I think is a brilliant casting.
Definitely.
Yes, she is. John Cleese is the king.
Yeah, John Cleese is the king.
Obviously, we know.
Rupert Everett is Prince Charming.
Who's Rupert Everett? What's Rupert Everett been in?
So he was in. Did you ever see St. Trinian's?
No, I did not.
He was in that. I don't know what else he's been in that you would know, but like that's the one thing I think of, and he's the headmistress in it.
Shrek 2, he's been in that, I know. Is it Shrek 3?
Well, it's Prince Charming's in Shrek 3.
Yeah,
he is. Oh yeah, St. Trinian's there, yeah.
Oh,
and St. Trinian's 2. Loves a sequel, this lad.
Loves a sequel.
Apparently, by the way, Mike Myers originally was just doing Shrek in his original accent.
Oh yeah,
I heard.
Remember that?
Yeah, because he's Canadian actually. I'm moving this because I can hear it.
It's about to
take off.
Yeah.
Explode, yeah.
God, it is loud, isn't it?
It is.
But then I think he wasn't happy with his performance, so we asked him if he could try it again in like a different accent.
And I think it works so good. I couldn't imagine Shrek not being Scottish.
No.
Because what other anime characters are Scottish that you remember? I don't remember any. I'm not saying there aren't any, but I can't remember.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
There's a film called Brave with the Scottish in that.
Oh yeah,
but I don't
with
know.
Merida. Yeah, she's a Scottish princess.
So, but still. Shrek.
But yeah, I would, if you said name a animated character that's Scottish, I'd instantly go Shrek.
Yeah.
So let's answer the question then. So what you've said about Shrek 2 essentially is that they took Shrek 1 and what made it good in the formula and actually improved upon it by doubling down on like the soundtrack, the cast, by adding characters who are fresh and new.
They slot in really easily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they expanded the universe. This is a great example of like building upon the lore of what you've just already.
Well, I've got them written down here. Far, Far Away is a play on Hollywood.
Amazing.
Because they've got the Hollywood Far, Far Away thing. It's based on, like it's got Beverly Hills, but it's not Beverly Hills as it is. There's a sign that says something like that.
Oh, I know. I love the puns. So I absolutely love in Shrek the visual puns they have.
Yeah, they've got Starbucks one as well. They've got a version of Starbucks, but it's Far, Far Away. I've literally
have you got
Far
it?
Away Starbucks coffee. That's it.
Starbucks. That makes sense. I guess it is far, far away. But yeah, adding upon the lore, and the main thing about Shrek 2, which can't be said, I think, for the subsequent sequels, is that you still feel like there's a reason for the film.
Yeah, they're not making it to make money. it still holds up and it's still funny.
Exactly. So even though obviously everyone wants to make money and get that, but it has to. It's like I feel like as a writer, if you write something, it's like why am I here?
Yeah, you're not writing just to write it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the same with Shrek 2. Like exactly that. Like okay, there's still a story to tell with Fiona's backstory and like what happens now if she gets married to Shrek. Oh, well, she is a princess, and then she's going to have to go home and see her family. And
they've not seen her since she was a human.
Exactly.
And now she's an ogre, and they're not expecting her to be an ogre. They don't realise she's married an ogre.
Yeah, and
you want to know that as well. Yeah.
As a family, you want to be like, oh, okay, you're a different species now.
Yeah.
It goes into the reason, like, why she was in the tower in the first place, and like how she got the curse and all that. It was all arranged by the fairy godmother, so that her son, Prince Charming, can be like next in line for the king.
Well, yeah, because the opening is the fairy tale book, and it's him narrating it, being like, I went and saved her and she wasn't there.
Oh yeah, of course, he's too late.
Wasn't it like the fox dressed as like the
it was
the wolf dressed as the grandmother, just like what?
I love all those side characters, which they kind of expand more upon in this
and they've
film
got like the three blind mice that are walking around there.
And Pinocchio, and who else is the German pigs making
the three little pigs.
The three little pigs are hilarious.
I know this is from the first film, but one of my favourite lines was like, "Why are you all here? Lord Farquaad, he puffed and he puffed and he signed an eviction notice."
It's so good. And like, obviously it opens as well with them on their honeymoon in like a gingerbread house, which I love.
Oh yeah.
And then it's the scene when she's like, they're like kissing on the beach, and then the sea comes in and turns into a mermaid. It's just so stupid.
She comes back and grabs it.
Yanks it over.
Like, oh, sorry.
But then they come back from that, and Donkey sat there like, hello. And I'm making waffles.
Does he say that in that one?
No, it's the second one, because they come back, and he's been house sitting. They still want like time alone, and they're like, Donkey, get away.
We want some time together. Alone. With no one to bother us. It's alright, I'll make sure no one bothers you. Donkey, yes? You are bothering me.
It's so good.
Well, when the guys come, you know, the king is sent, the king and queen.
Oh
yeah. They're playing the trumpets, and then the guy there like and he like smacks it. It's like, just things like that. You remember, it's just like a little joke, but they're just funny.
And their like journey to far, far away takes forever because it's far, far away.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, we're there. And he's like,
yeah.
And we all know someone like that. And you're like, shut up.
Exactly.
It's like having a kid in the car and just be like, yeah.
Donkey is a kid.
Yeah.
So when did we get? And then I guess again, it's kind of the whole premise of the film really based around Shrek is that he's a fish out of water. So again, he's still relatable. He's still trying to be himself.
Yeah.
But no one gets him.
And then in this film, we get sexy Shrek and sexy Donkey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a steed.
Yeah, because
and now I'm sexy.
He's like, Fiona's father invites him on a hunt to like, quote unquote bonding time, but instead he hires an assassin, Puss in Boots, to like get rid of him, and like as soon as he finds that out, he's kind of dismayed, but then like at the end of the day he learns about this potion that makes lovers happy and whatnot, and so he goes and gets it to try and make Fiona happy, and they end up going to the fairy godmother's factory.
With the little minion type things.
Yeah. And they end up getting it, and like he drinks the potion. It doesn't work at first, but then like he wakes up the next.
Fall asleep in the barn.
Yeah, he wakes up the next day, and like he's suddenly human now.
I just love the way they were like, how can we make Donkey also drink this potion? What can we do with that? Turn him into a horse, obviously, because what's better than a donkey is a horse.
Yeah, this big, like, well-groomed
stallion.
I think, just on that, when they break out and they go and try and save Fiona, is it?
Yeah, and they ride Mongo, the big gingerbread man.
Oh yeah, they shot the castle, don't they? Well, I was going to say about, again, the soundtrack, when it's like, I need a hero! I can't hear that song without seeing
And it's the fairy godmother singing it in the red dress.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I remember that. She does a red dress thing and then, woo, she goes away.
So good. Oh,
what a film.
What a film.
Another bit I like is the king's like development, because
and him turning into the frog.
Yeah, I really like that actually.
Yeah, because it's like it's including the Princess and the Frog thing, and that's like, they were the Princess and the Frog.
I was going to say, I think he was always a frog, because
that's
like
that's what I mean. The Princess and the Frog, you kiss a frog and it's a prince.
Yeah, but like his wife didn't know about that, because I think like he made a deal with the fairy godmother.
He did, yeah, which is why it was set up, wasn't it, that Prince Charming would marry Fiona, because
it's all making sense now.
Yeah, he kind of already agreed that, hadn't he?
Yeah, but then like he saw how unhappy Fiona was, and eventually decided, no, you know what, I'm not going to do what you say, and like ends up sacrificing himself. Well, sort of. He turns into a frog.
That's a fairly noble.
And then he's just a frog for the rest of it. Then, like he's even a frog in
the beginning of the third film. Let's wait for that.
And there's this scene where they're at the dinner table, and they're all shouting each other's name, and Donkey just goes, Donkey!
Yeah, there's no one studying.
Shrek! Fiona! I can't remember the names of them. Harold and Lillian.
Yes. Donkey!
It's just so well done. Like it's such a family dynamic. Like you've not seen your parents in a while. Like you brought home something that they don't approve of.
Yeah, and a donkey.
And a donkey that talks.
And what else have we got? So I actually can't talk about this film without mentioning my favourite scene of the entire film, which makes me laugh. It made me laugh when I was a kid, and I was watching this on a pirate copy, and till this very day is when Pinocchio goes to rescue Shrek.
Oh dear.
With the gang, and he's like, oh, we need your nose to grow so we can reach. And he's like, oh, tell a lie. And he's like, I can't think of one. He's like, I don't know, just say you're wearing women's underwear.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm not wearing women's underwear. And he goes, he is wearing women's underwear. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then he throws a G-string on or whatever, or a thong. It's hilarious.
Like, they never addressed that again.
Yeah.
Like, they could have made him like, they could have gone further with that somehow.
Definitely. Well, it's still just funny for
and then he turns into a real boy for like a split second at one point.
Yeah. I'm a real boy!
And he goes ping, and you're like, oh.
But I'm actually kind of glad it was just like that one-off joke, because I feel like if they kept running with it,
just wouldn't be funny, would it?
No.
But it was just great for that one scene.
Yeah.
I love it, absolutely.
And the whole like Oscars element where they've got the red carpet and like they've got all of like the princesses walking down the carpet and stuff, and Sleeping Beauty comes out of the thing and just falls because she's asleep.
Oh yeah, they play on that again.
They do it really well, and like when they're driving up like Beverly Hills or whatever, and it's obviously not Beverly Hills, but I can't think what it is. And each house is like they've got Cinderella's castle and
yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, the little castles.
Yeah, just little things like that just work so well.
It creates a world, and I think that's the main thing about the first two Shrek films. And generally, I always look at, if you look at anything that ever got big, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, all those things, even something like John Wick, which is a bit of a small scale, they all have this lore, and that's what makes a film like you're entering a world. It's not just a film. It's like, oh, this is a world.
It just expands, every little detail expands that world, and you're like, I know what I'm coming into now. And it's not just a film that's set in our world or whatever. It's like it's got a bit more to it than just